Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Colorado Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions later in the week. And the presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. I'm now going to turn things over to our presenters, starting with Adams State University.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I am just trying to get my screen shared. There we go. Okay, can everyone see my presentation? Are we good, Joelle?
Yep, looks great.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much. Well, my name is Amanda Graham. I am an Assistant Director of Admissions Outreach for Adams State University. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. So Adams State University is a small university located in southern Colorado. We have a little over 1,900 students on campus. So we're one of the smallest universities in Colorado. We are a four-year university, a public university as well, too. So with that small size comes small class sizes for students as well, too. So our average student to faculty ratio is 16:1. So that really creates a lot of personalized attention for students. Professors are really going to get to know you, and you're really going to get to know your professors as well, too, and really create those lifelong connections for your future career. Adams State University is also a Hispanic serving institution. So we have about 37% of our students identify as Hispanic, and that gives us that Hispanic serving institution designation. We also have 61% of our students identifying as a minority. So with Adams State and that minority population, you really get a lot of great diversity across campus. It's really nice, and you can learn from different cultures. A lot of our students also identify as first generation college student or the first in their family to attend college. So we have about 17% of our students who've reported to us that they are the first in their family to attend college. So we really cater our processes and everything to help students understand what it takes to get to college and all the steps involved with that. So we really help students through that big process. So as I mentioned, Adams State is located in Mesa, Colorado, in southern Colorado. So you can see this map on the top left up here. There's a dot where Mesa is on the south part of the state. So we are about 4 hours from Denver, 3 hours from Colorado Springs, and about 2 hours from Pueblo. So it gives you an idea of where we're at. Alamosa is a smaller town, much smaller than cities on the Front Range, but we have 320 days of sunshine each year. So we may be located in the mountains, but you are not gonna not have that vitamin D. There's tons of vitamin D with all that sunshine each year. Alamosa is also the gateway to endless outdoor adventure and the Great Sand Dunes National Park. So we do have the Great Sand Dunes National Park about 30 minutes away from campus. So students really like to go and have a bunch of fun there and explore. And then we have tons of other outdoor activities to do across campus and across our area as well too. So we have hiking, camping, fishing, rock climbing, ice climbing, kayaking, rafting, skiing, and snowboarding, all within walking distance to about an hour away from campus. So there's tons of opportunity for adventure in our area. For academic programs and majors, we do offer 23 majors with over 60 emphasis areas to choose from. So students really get a lot of choices, even though we are a small school. That does not limit our options. We also offer professional programs that prepare students for law school and medical school, as well as other programs. So you can see all of the different types of majors that we offer here. There are a bunch more that we offer too that I couldn't fit on this page. So if you do have any questions about specific majors or want more information about a major, please feel free to let me know. And I'm happy to answer those questions in that Q&A box. So please add any questions you have about majors in there. If any of you are interested in becoming a competitive athlete in college, we do participate in the NCAA Division II athletics, and we are part of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, or RMAC. So you can see all the men's and women's sports that we offer here. We also offer two non-NCAA sports, as one is esports and the other is cheer as well. And if you're not interested in playing athletics competitively, we do also have intramural sports where you can play against other Adams State students for fun. And you can also get into all of these games for free as a student at Adams State as well. So that's a really big perk with us too. For sports, track and field and cross country are really our big sports for students. We win national championships almost every year in those two areas. So those are what we're really known for in terms of sports. Another big piece I really wanted to hit on is that Adams State is an extremely affordable school. So we pride ourselves in being one of the most affordable colleges in Colorado to get a bachelor's degree at. So as you can see here, our total cost for students to attend with us per year is $18,610. So that does include your tuition, your fees, your dorm room, and your food. So it includes all of those costs. So a really, really affordable rate per year as well. And we also have something called a tuition window. So that tuition window allows students to take up to 16 credit hours for the price of 12 credit hours. So we don't charge per class or per credit hour at Adams State as long as you stay between that 12 and 16 credit hours per semester. So the price you see here is the price for 12 to 16 credit hours. So that's really nice if you want to take some extra classes or work on getting ahead in your degree too. Well, thank you everyone for the time. And here's my contact information. Please feel free to email, call, or text me if I can help with anything. And please add any questions in the Q&A box, and I'm happy to answer those for you. Thanks so much.
Fantastic. And we are here in session B4. So up next is Ames Community College.
I'm here, just getting this thing to share with all of you here. There we go. Okay. Okay. So good evening, everyone. My name is Kim Joyner, and my colleague Lizette Galindo is here with me as well, and she will be assisting you in the chat window. All right. So Ames Community College is positioned in northern Colorado, and we have 4 campuses. We have a campus in Greeley, Windsor, Loveland, and Fort Lupton. Greeley is actually our main campus, but you will find many programs at all of our other campuses as well. So we offer over 200 degree and certificate programs. We are a 2-year degree program, so Associates of Arts, Associates of Science, and Associates of Applied Sciences. And in our programs, our degrees can range from anywhere from our aviation program to our welding program, automotive, and then of course your more traditional programs such as business, psychology, education, and the list goes on. We have one of the most, and if not the most, affordable tuition in the state of Colorado. We've had a tuition freeze this is our 10th year. So we have not raised our rates in 10 years. If a person lives in the Weld County area, their tuition runs about $67 per credit hour. And that is if it's not a higher program like nursing or automotive. And then anyone outside of the Weld County area within Colorado, it's about $106 per credit. Okay, so at Ames, we have about 9,235 students on our campuses too. So we have grown, last year was a little over 8,400. So we've grown a lot over the last year or two. At Ames, we pride ourselves on being an inclusive and accessible institution. So we welcome everyone from every social identity, and we aim to make our campus a place where we can feel comfortable and have a sense of belonging. We recently earned the designation of being a Hispanic serving institution. Also, given the climate of our country, it is important to mention that we have a number of resources available to provide to our students, our staff, and our faculty. So we have, within our institution, we have what's called the Center for Diversity and Inclusion. And we also have our Council for Equity and Inclusion. And we also have our Office of Student Equity in Title IX. So what can you expect when you come to the Center for Diversity and Inclusion? You're going to expect to see peer-to-peer engagement and conversations that are related to equity and injustice. And also we have an interfaith prayer and meditation room. We have student conference and study rooms, and we also have a veterans engagement hub. So what's new at Ames Community College? You're currently in the process of building a new welcome center that you see here in this picture. So this is due to be completed in December of 2021. This new building will allow the majority of our student services to be in one central location. So that includes all of the recruiting, the student enrollment, admissions, advising, financial aid, and the list goes on. Not to mention, we have a large theater and an event space where we can actually host our own graduation ceremonies right on the campus. So last year, we briefly mentioned about our Ames to UNC program, which is now up and running. It's a great option for students. It is merely a transition program where students will start at Ames and then they will transition into UNC. They'll complete their associate's degree at Ames first. But what's really unique about this is that this Ames student can also have access to all the UNC services. They can use the library, attend athletic events, and even sometimes live in the dorms. So we invite you to reach out to us today. We've included our contact information here. And like I said, Lizette is going to be available to help you in the chat window here very shortly. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. So up next is Arapahoe Community College.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name's Casey, and I have Leah in the chat to help answer questions for you. I wanted to share a little information about Arapahoe Community College. We, oh, my slides are not advancing, sorry. There we go. So we have 3 locations, Littleton, Castle Rock, and Parker, as well as online, with over 100 degrees, certificates, and now apprenticeship programs where you learn and earn at the same time. We currently have about 10,000 enrolled students, and that's from concurrent enrollment, which some of you may be participating in person, online, full-time, and part-time students. ACC offers a variety of options for you, from an associate's in art or an associate in science that has you transfer or job ready. And then we also offer Associate of Arts, bachelor's programs, certificates, and apprenticeships. So we are proud to say ACC currently offers 3 bachelor programs. Some of the variety of opportunities that you'll see for studying at ACC include our 7 different pathways. So I just wanted to run through those really quickly, and hopefully there's something that might appeal to you in the options that we can offer to you. So we have Arts, Communications, and Design. Global Human and Social Studies, that's where you'll find most of our transfer degrees in programs such as Spanish, psychology, business management, business administration, public services from law enforcement to early childhood education, math and science, additional transfer opportunities in that pathway, health, So that's nursing, emergency management services, paramedicine, and the like. And then we have technology. Cybersecurity is one of the most popular degree programs that we have within the technology pathway right now, as well as game design. One of the newest programs that we have to offer at ACC is called our Bridge to Bachelor's program. So start with ACC and you're guaranteed admission as long as you maintain a 2.0 GPA to one of those many four-year institutions listed on the screen, some of which that you'll probably hear from over the course of the next few days at this fair. And coming soon is our partnership with Adams State, CSU Global, CSU Pueblo, and UNC. So really great opportunities for you to enroll at ACC, get started, and have guaranteed admission to one of these institutions. Applying at ACC is super easy. We never, ever charge an application fee. You'll be accepted within 3 business days. We have great transfer in and transfer out opportunities, and we have never required an SAT or ACT score. Those are helpful in getting you placed in math and English, but not required. I wanted to share a little bit about ACC's tuition and our affordability. On-campus tuition, and right now that's including virtual and remote instruction for fall and spring 2020, is about $153 per credit hour. So with one class being about 3 credits, that's about $520 per class. So if you enroll at ACC as a full-time student, you're looking at a savings about $12,000 for the first 2 years of your education. Whatever you decide to do with your education, it is a worthwhile investment. So while we would love for you to choose ACC, we know you have a lot of choices, but we do want you to take into account the cost of your education. We have a lot of resources too, from concurrent enrollment to a fitness center that's available to you, veteran services, disability access services, and study abroad programs. Just as a quick reminder, because you may not know how we're serving students right now, we're offering in-person classes, virtual, and remote. Those first 3 options on your screen are being charged at in-person tuition rate, not the online tuition rate. So about 80% of our classes are available to you at the in-person tuition rate. And of course, observing our social distancing to keep everybody safe. So if you're ready to get started, it's super easy. You just head to arapahoe.edu/apply. You'll receive your acceptance email within 2 to 3 business days. We have a great online orientation that you can complete in about an hour. And then you'll set up an appointment with an academic advisor that's suited just for you based off of your pathway of selection. So some highlights I just want to touch on. Top 10 takeaways about ACC. We are affordable. Our class sizes are about 13 to 1. We have an open admission policy. Our faculty are experts in the field, meaning we are not a research institution. We pride ourselves on our faculty having hands-on experience before they step in the classroom with you. We have that easy online orientation. We have great transfer relationships, 7 pathways, 4 different locations if you count our online programs, and of course the free application. And then lastly, it's the staff. We're all here to help you move mountains and make a difference in your academic journey. So if you're interested in learning more, you can give us some feedback by scanning the QR code on the screen, or feel free to email me, casey.o'brien@arapahoe.edu, or Leah Porter, leah.porter@arapahoe.edu. And we have lots of information and ways for you to connect with us on the screen. And Leah's going to be answering questions in the chat for you, and we're excited to hear from you if you have other information that you need from us.
All right, thank you so much. So next we are going to hear from the Colorado Christian University.
Hi everyone, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get the technology to work here. My name is Alyssa Osterbach, and I am the admissions counselor for Colorado Christian University. I work mostly with students from Southern Colorado, but we have several other reps that work with our students. I'm here to talk a little bit about why choosing CCU. So first off, we are a Christian university. So What that means is we only admit students that are committed to their relationship with Jesus Christ. So that is part of our application process. So you will need to submit a spiritual recommendation as well as complete 2 essays that talk about your faith. So your journey towards choosing faith and then also reflection on a Bible verse. Our location is also so great. We are about 15 minutes east of downtown Denver or east of the mountains and about 15 minutes west of the mountains. So that is super great. We also only have a 4-day class week. So you get the same amount of contact hours regardless of how long you're in class. Even though you're only in class for those 4 days, you get the same amount of contact hours. So you'll be able to go out on the weekends, have fun with your friends, go enjoy the mountains, get an internship job, things like that. You can also apply for free with us. As I mentioned a little bit about our application process, that is our application fee waiver code. So if you would like to apply for free, you can do that. We are also this year test optional for our fall 2021 students. So typically we require a high school transcript and test scores along with that spiritual recommendation. But this year we're going test optional. So we will only be requiring your high school transcript and a spiritual recommendation. This year, our merit scholarships typically would be based on that high school GPA and test scores, but now they're just going to be based on your transcripts. So those scholarships range from $10,000 to $22,000 per year, which is a pretty significant amount. There's a scholarship calculator on our website. If you go to ccu.edu/fin, F-I-N, aid, that will show you what you might qualify for, as well as give you information about our tuition rates, as well as other kind of partner scholarships that we offer. A cool thing that we offer is our preferred admission program. So for those students that want to commit to CCU early, if they put down their tuition deposit by December 7th this year, they'll receive, if they are in Colorado, receive $2,000 per year. You'll get early housing and early class registration. So if you don't want those 8 a.m. classes and you don't want to live in the lowest tier housing, or you want to be able to choose where you live, that's a great option for you. We do have some new programs this year. So the first being kinesiology and exercise science. So that is something that we added this year. So if you want to do personal training, occupational therapy, things like that, that's a great program for you. Also, we added a associate's degree in engineering. So we only currently offer industrial engineering for our engineering programs, but if you would like to go into mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, all those other engineering fields that we don't offer, you can do our engineering associate's degree, and then it'll transfer to other colleges in the area that will accept that. Another cool thing about CCU is our nursing program. So this will be our second cohort that we've had. We've had it in our adult and graduate studies for many, many years, but we just transitioned it down into our traditional undergraduate program. But we offer direct admission for those programs. What that means is students can apply before they come in as freshmen, and they would be offered one of 48 slots if you qualify for that program. So most programs you have to apply after sophomore year to get into the nursing program. We let you know prior to that freshman year that you're accepted into the program. There is a competitive track if you don't make it into the direct admission program, to where you can still do our pre-nursing programs and then apply after sophomore year, but it's really nice to know that you have direct admission at CCU for those programs. Again, my name is Alyssa. There's plenty of information on our website as well, but here's my email if you guys would like to contact me directly with any additional questions. We are doing campus visits right now, so if you want to come visit us, we're doing a daily tour at 3 p.m. every day, and then some select Fridays we have additional tours. So we'd love to see you on campus, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of your senior year.
Great, thank you. And up next is Colorado College.
I am sorry, folks. Just trying to get this. There we go. All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Morgan Hybert. I'm an assistant director of admission at Colorado College, and my colleague Eva is managing the chat, so feel free to drop in any questions as we go through the presentation. As a Colorado Springs native myself, I hope that you will all agree that CC has a remarkable location in the heart of Colorado Springs. We're just a 10-minute walk from the downtown city center, or a 10-minute drive to scenic trails. Being nestled at the foot of the Rockies, we take advantage of many opportunities to connect with the natural world inside and outside of the classroom. As a small institution of 2,200 undergraduates, we push our students to be intellectually adventurous, to think critically, and to learn intentionally. Innovation is in our DNA, and we were founded in the late 1800s by really adventurous souls. They sought to create a college on the plains in the shadow of Pikes Peak on the unceded lands of the Ute peoples. Over our history, we have maintained our focus on innovation, exemplified when we transformed our curriculum 50 years ago this fall, as our faculty imagined and implemented the block plan. So students and professors take just one course at a time at CC. Each is limited to 25 students, and on average, our class sizes will be just 16. So students really get to engage not only with one another in their educational process, but meaningfully with their professors. In a typical academic year, there are 8 blocks, 4 in the fall semester and 4 in the spring. Each block will last for 3.5 weeks, and classes are typically running Monday through Friday from about 9 a.m. to noon, with occasional afternoons, though there's no strict hour-to-hour schedule. At the end of each block, students will complete their research paper, take a final exam, prepare a presentation or performance, whatever that final encompassing component or capstone, and then that class is completed. Students will earn their grade and their credit at that time. Between each block, there's a 4.5-day break where students venture into the mountains to explore the Southwest or binge watch a Netflix series and catch up on laundry. This is their time to refuel, recharge, and reset before they start their next course. We immerse ourselves, so there's no rushing off to the next class, but rather there's a focus and ability to keep the conversation going, dig deeper, and keep rethinking. Our students get to, and quite frankly, have to embrace every course that they take. Pedagogically, this means that we're delivering the material outside of the classroom and using that class time for collaboration, discussion, debate, and co-creation of knowledge. As you might imagine, this system, the block plan, really allows faculty to design many opportunities for off-campus fieldwork. A few examples for you. In sociology, students explore the realities of globalization and immigration as the class will hopscotch the US-Mexico border while engaging with local communities, citizens, and leaders. In film and media studies, students enjoy the Colorado Documentary Project, where students learn about film production, spend time throughout the state uncovering great stories. They then draft a formal proposal, pitch their ideas to, and receive feedback from our very own Rocky Mountain PBS before shooting and editing their final films. In music, students explore American folk music by digging into the history, exploring origins, issues of identity and appropriation. And at the end of the block, the class loads into a CC bus and travels to the Durango Bluegrass Meltdown Festival to see this art form in action. And field study often leads our faculty and students to other countries. Nearly 80% of our students will study abroad at least once during their time at CC, whether that be for a block, just 3.5 weeks with a CC faculty member and CC students, a semester, or even an entire year. So there's a plethora of opportunities for students to pursue their passions even beyond the curriculum. Our summer research collaborative provides students and faculty the opportunity to work closely together to create original projects ranging from natural history to economics, psychology, or theater. Through this program, we'll see many students will publish as co-authors right alongside their professors. Our students will also complete independent research projects, including more than 100 students each year who will earn a Keller Venture Grant, which is up to $1,000 worth of funding to pursue their own intellectual idea or adventure, something that they're just really excited about diving into further. The college provides living stipends for students interested in getting into the world of work through internships, and these supported over 100 internships and international ones, domestic ones last year and 15 international ones last summer. So outside of the classroom, students are also really involved, whether that's through athletics, over 100 clubs and service organizations, Greek life. And so while they're focused on one course at a time, their lives are very dynamic and diverse. CC is committed to the innovation of the block plan and its schedule, and we appreciate your time. Thank you for engaging with us and learning more. I do want to wish you the very best of luck in your college search, and please let us know how we can assist moving forward.
Great, thank you. And our final presenter for this 6x6 is the Colorado Mesa University.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Priscilla. I am an admissions counselor with CMU, based out here in Denver. All right, so Colorado Mesa University, we serve 11,000 students, so we consider this the perfect size, not too big, not too small, just perfect for personalized education. We serve 35 countries and 47 states, so that means parents from all over the globe are sending their students to come and study on the western slope of Colorado. We have 114 majors ranging from your certificate all the way to your doctorate levels. Our top 6 majors at CMU are nursing, business, criminal justice, mechanical engineering, exercise science, and biology. So personalized education, this is what we mean. 88% of our classes have less than 40 students. We're not a research institute, so students don't have to worry about being taught by TAs. Everyone's being taught by professors, and professors are not allowed to do any type of research unless it's research with the students. Once you do get into your core classes, you're looking at 1 to 21 faculty to student ratio. And I graduated with my business degree, so my biggest class in there was about 20 students. My freshman class, my biggest class was about 65, and this is health and wellness, which everyone and their brother has to take regardless of their major. So we pride ourselves in that, that personalized education aspect as well. All right, so CMU is located in Grand Junction, so it's just 4 hours west of Denver and 20 minutes from the border of Utah. We are in the deserty part of Colorado, so we experience 300 days plus of sunshine. We do not experience any harsh winter weathers like the Front Range does. So how I describe Grand Junction for those of you who have never been to Grand Junction is think of us in a bowl surrounded by 3 National Geographical landmarks. You have your Mount Garfield and National Monument and the Grand Mesa, which is the largest flat top in the world, home to our nearest ski resort. Because of our prime location, we're in the prime location of our any outdoor recreational activities. And because of that, we do have the outdoor program that would take students on daily trips and even weekend trips. As a freshman, you are required to live in the dorms. We have 13s and over 2,000 student run events. My favorite being our spring concert we put on every single year. We do participate in study abroad, and students can participate as early as their second semester of their freshman year. And we send you to one of 52 countries. There you still pay CMU's tuition, room and board, and whatever scholarships you've earned will also go with you. All right, so cost for in-state tuition, you're looking at about $8,000, and this is just tuition alone based off of 30 credit hours per year, assuming you take 15 each semester. So everything is kind of the same across the board. That middle number there for your residence hall and meal plan average can change depending on what residence hall and meal plan you choose to go with that. So total cost of attendance, you're looking at about 20 to 22,000 a year. All right, so some ways to offset the cost is we do have renewable merit scholarships that you will be considered for upon admission. We look at 3 criteria: your SAT or ACT, the GPA, and your class ranking. We are test optional this year for both our merit scholarships and for admission. So for example, let's say you decide to take the SAT, that will count as one of the criteria. All you have to do is meet any 2 out of the 3. If you decide not to take the SAT or ACT, it will be based off of your GPA and your class ranking. As you can tell here, the highest scholarship we award to our in-state students is our Distinguished Scholarship, which will cover your tuition costs at CMU, and it is renewable to you every single year as you maintain the GPA requirement. Additional aid we offer is our first generation scholarship of additional $1,000. As long as you have that 3.0 GPA or higher, you will automatically be awarded upon admission. We also have our leadership, athletic, and departmental scholarships. So this is our CMU and donor scholarship. It opens up October 1st along with the FAFSA. You have to be admitted first before you can apply to these scholarships. We also have legacy. So this is for students, parents who graduated from CMU in the past. So as long as you have an associate's degree, they obtained an associate's degree, you can also be a legacy student with additional $1,000 with that GPA requirement of 3.0. Again, as I mentioned, FAFSA will launch on October 1st, so definitely put CMU as one of the schools, and we will put together a financial aid package for you. All right, some things I do want to mention for those of you who are interested in playing sports at CMU. We are a D2 school with 26 NCAA Division II sports teams. Our newest addition is our women's wrestling team. We also have club sports, and our newest one in there is our esports. We also have bass fishing, so this is still competitive, just not at that NCAA level. For those of you who don't care to be competitive and want to do this just for fun, you want to play sports for fun, we do have intramural sports leagues you can join and participate in. And as our application is located right on our website. We are not on the Common App, so it's at coloradomesa.edu/apply. All we'll need is your official high school transcript with application. SAT or SAT is optional, along with letters of recommendation and essay. We do have rolling admission, so no deadline to the application. And to say our thank you for joining us today, please use promo code #NewMavs, and it will waive the $30 application fee. Please reach out to us if you have any questions or drop your questions in the chat feature, and I'd love to get connected with you. Thank you.
All right, thanks to all of our presenters. And we now have about 7 minutes for our participants to ask any questions through the Q&A feature. And our presenters are welcome to read the questions aloud and then respond to them, or they may also respond privately with a written answer.
I'll ask or answer a question. So this is Amanda with Adams State University. I've gotten a couple questions on if Adams State is accepting in-person or virtual visitors. So we are accepting both in-person and virtual visits for students. So if you would like to visit the Adams State campus, please visit our website, adams.edu/visit, and you can see our in-person and virtual options for visits.
This is Morgan Hybert from Colorado College. I see that we just got a question about test optional. We are test optional this year. We actually went test optional in the fall of 2019 and are continuing that policy for the foreseeable future. So we do not require test scores, and we do not have any additional requirement if you are opting not to submit test scores. So yes, thank you for that question.
All right, so I have a couple questions in the chat regarding in-person visit and also audio technology or recording arts slash audio engineering. So yes, we are offering in-person tour. Please go directly to our website at coloradomesa.edu/visit, and you can book one there. We also have our Hotel Maverick right on campus that just opened up. So if you're looking for a place to stay while you're visiting campus, definitely book a stay at our Hotel Maverick. I also wanted to mention our WCCC campus, which is a division of CMU. It's the technical / career side. So that is where we house our audio engineering degree. And it's, again, because it's the technical side of it, it's more on the professional certificate and the associate. So the best thing about that is students still get the best of both worlds. They still live on our campus. They have access to our facilities. The only difference is their classes are on the WCCC campus, which is about a 7 to 10 minute drive from our main campus. Another question concerning our classes being held in person or online. We are fully in person and also offering that hybrid model and online platform for students who are not fully comfortable coming in person.
Hi, my name is Leah Porter and I'm from Arapahoe Community College. We do have a question about how does the study abroad work at ACC. So currently our study abroad is put on hold due to COVID-19, and it's going to be back up next year in 2021. And before I was the admission counselor, I was actually a student at ACC, and I can speak about how one of the study abroad was conducted and the one that I had participated. So as a student, I was taking 2 classes on the business class during the summertime, and you attended the summer session, and 2 weeks, we actually joined the whole, those students who were taking the same classes on the trip to study abroad. And the country was always chosen by the professor. So they have some major chose different country. They were supposed to have a trip to Cuba. It was canceled due to COVID. But during my time, actually, we visited Italy and also Greece. It was a very amazing trip. So where we really truly experienced the business side of how business being run in those countries. So we visited a couple of different businesses, both in Greece and also Italy as well.
All right, so we are right at 45 past, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. There's still a few questions in the Q&A box, but don't worry, we will be able to pass your information along and make sure that gets to the reps that you're asking the questions of, and they'll be able to reach out to you after the sessions. So I just want to say thank you to all the presenters and participants for joining us this evening. When you close the window, there's going to be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And again, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. There's another one starting in just a few minutes. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions, and in about a week, you'll be able to find this recording as well as recordings of all the other sessions available. And I will see, I'm sure, some of you in a few minutes. And for the rest of you, have a lovely evening.